All right, so today I want to go through the three phases that I use with all of my clients on building out their business so that it's actually scalable. And I do work primarily with coaches, but this works for pretty much any business. So the first phase one is going to be your offer. What validates your offer? What differentiates your offer from your competitor? How are prospects going to look at your offer and think of it as a no-brainer to either click on it when you're running a paid ad or message you if you're doing organic content or anything like that, right? What's going to grab their attention? What's going to make them think, this is a no-brainer. I have to contact this person to get their service or their product, right? So we want to differentiate your offer from the entire competition because everyone sells the same thing, right? So when it comes to, the agency marketing space, right? Everyone's selling lead generation through Facebook ads, appointment setting, email marketing. We want to separate ourselves from all of that noise and come up with something that people are going to be like, okay, I haven't heard of that before. This seems like a new, different approach. They're going to be a lot more interested in that specific offer. And it's the same for your coaching business or whatever business you run, right? So that's the first step, is finalizing that offer. And generally, especially for coaching businesses, I like to have three different tiered offers, right? So one will be low ticket, the other will be mid ticket, and the other will be high ticket. Low ticket is going to be obviously your lowest ticket, right? So that's going to be the lowest barrier of entry for your prospects. It's going to be the cheapest. Like, let's say it's an ebook that you're selling for $27, right? That's how you're going to get prospects and clients coming in, even if they're not ready for your mid-ticket or your high-ticket offer. Let's say they're not fully bought into you. Let's say they just found out about you. They do want to buy something, but they're not ready to spend $3,000, $4,000 in your high-ticket offer. This is a great way to get them into your program and also while boosting your cash flow, right? So that's what the low ticket is for. Mid-ticket's good as well. It could also substitute for a low ticket, but it's pretty much the same basis, right? So you want to get people in, maybe they're not ready for your high ticket offer. They come in for your mid-ticket offer and, whether that could be group coaching or maybe a paid community or something along those lines, that's just going to boost cash flow and get some prospects and clients in the door so that you can then upsell them to your high ticket program, right? And a lot of the times people aren't just buying into your offer or your program, they're buying into you, right? They're buying into your story. They're buying into your personality. Like if you look at Kim Kardashian, right? A lot of people aren't buying Skims just because, the material's great, right? They're buying because it's Kim Kardashian's brand, right? That's why all these women are buying Skims. So it's the same for you. People are going to buy into you more than they are into your offer, right? So you really want to sell them on you, and how you can do that is through a low ticket and a mid-ticket offer. They can see what you're about, how much value they can get from those two offers, and they'll be a lot more likely to want to go ahead and buy your high-ticket offer. So that's the offer stage, right? Once we have a validated offer, the next thing we want to do is get attention, obviously, right? Because even if you have the best offer in the world, you can't do anything with it if you don't have attention, right? So how are we going to get attention, right? So obviously there's a few different ways. We can do outbound messaging, so messaging people that would be considered your prospects. So if we're an agency, right? Hey, we can do X, Y, and Z for you and get your business to scale to $100,000 per month in 30 days. Whatever your offer is, right? That would be outbound messaging to get some attention, right? Another thing we do is post organic content. So a YouTube video, Instagram post. How are we actually getting, attention coming in? That's going to be through that organic content, right? So you want to post organic content. Another thing you do is run paid ads, right? And that's how we really scale at volume, is going to be through paid advertisements, right? Because it's what you pay $1 for every 1,000 impressions on Facebook. It's a no-brainer. So that's kind of the best way to actually go ahead and get attention on your offer, is going to be through paid ads. And then what do you want to do once you get attention is you want to own that attention, right? So it's not enough to just have that attention, through Instagram DMs or, on Facebook. You want to own that attention. And what I mean by own it is that you have complete sovereignty over your prospect's attention. So if you're DMing on Instagram, right? If Instagram decides to ban your account, just like that, you don't have their attention anymore because you can't message them, right? So what we want to do is have different vehicles where we can always be in contact with our prospects at all times. And the best two ways to do that is, one, by building an email list, because even if your email is banned, if you still have that list, you can send them emails on another email address, right? So that's probably the best way to go about it. Another one is a Facebook group. So if you're in a Facebook group and all the prospects are in your Facebook group, you own that attention, right? That's your group for people to post in and get value. You can post in it and give value. And that's how people are really going to, kind of know your brand name, know who you are and what value you're able to give, especially if they're in a free Facebook group, right? And that brings me to the next equation, which is to educate, right? So with the email list, with the Facebook group, you want to educate and nurture your prospects, right? So maybe they don't fully know about your program or what it is that you offer. You want to show them exactly what they can achieve through your program and the benefits that they're going to be able to get through your program, right? So whether it's your low ticket, your mid ticket, your high ticket, you want to educate them on all three of those tiers and what you're able to give them so that they can make a fully informed decision on whether they'd like to move forward with you, right? So that's going to be the main point for the email list, the Facebook groups. Paid ads can do this as well. My favorite way to do this is through a webinar, right? So just educating them, showing your personality, showing your charisma, showing them that what you're able to provide for them is going to be worth however much they're going to pay you, right? And obviously the next step after you do that, after you nurture and educate, is going to be actually converting those clients, right? And like I said, my favorite way to do this is through a webinar, right? So if you get a room of 100 prospects on the webinar, let's say you just get 5% to convert, you have 5 new clients, right? And, on the webinar that I run for my clients, we're able to put the landing page right on the webinar. So the prospects don't even have to leave the webinar to go to another landing page or something along those lines. They can click and convert right there on the webinar. So whether that's to book a call or, purchase your program right there, depending on your ticket size, you can convert clients right on that webinar. So that's why that's my favorite route to go. But obviously you can send them to another landing page if you're doing paid ads, or, if you're talking to them in the Instagram DMs, you can, book a call with them and then convert them there. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. But after education and nurturing is where you want to convert. And obviously once you convert them, it's time to actually fulfill, right? So especially if you're an agency or a coach and, your offer is kind of like on a monthly recurring revenue basis, fulfilling is going to be your number one, must do, right? You need to fulfill or else you're going to lose that client. You're going to be back to square one, right? So we always want to make sure that we're fulfilling on our promises and that we're fulfilling our clients and that we're bringing them to that pleasure picture that we painted for them in the beginning, right? So with that offer, all the benefits that would come if they were to sign with your program, right? They're going to be able to get that satisfaction and get to that pleasure picture. So yeah, that's pretty much the 3 phases. Hope this was super valuable for you guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks.